one day or day one. You decide either it's gonna always be one day I'm gonna do something, or today is the day you get off your ass and make it happen. Hey, we back in this thing, man. You already know it's your boy doing it. I'm in here with my man Jose, the speaker. And you know why they call him the speaker, man. That boy motivating at his finest.
Yes, sir, man. You know, we back at it again. Back at it again.
Back at it again, bro. This is episode number 4. We told you last time, once we get to episode number 100, hey, production gonna be top of the line. But we just right now, we already starting it off with some hot. Right now, this is the prime example of just starting something, right? Just start it, bro. Everything else we'll just build on top of it, but you gotta lay the foundation down. Don't wait till it gotta be perfect. I gotta have the lights. I gotta have this. I gotta have the camera. Bro. Come on, bro. Just get it started. It's gonna get
a lot of time. We lost a lot of time with one of us being ready, and the other one, you know, myself. Hey, I gotta get some lights, bro. Nah, I gotta get the microphone, bro. No, it gotta be like this. Nah, you just have to step. You have to do. So we doing, man. You know, we doing, man.
Me too, man. I ain't gonna lie. Me too. It's on me too. And look, we're gonna try something out, bro. Again, this is episode 4. Once we get to episode 100, we're gonna be rocking and rolling, but we're gonna continuously try things out. We really want to give y'all infotainment, information plus a little entertainment. We don't want to talk your head off, but we want to also give you some value. So today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna try some new topics. We're gonna try a new format, and shit, if it work, it work. If it don't, shit, we're gonna just keep it pushing.
We got 100. We got 96 more to go.
I think that's the calculation. I ain't no mathematician around here, but I think that's the calculation.
Yeah. Let me make sure, man. Y'all don't quote me. Yeah. Quote anything I say, man. You can take it to the bank, man.
Hell yeah. So listen, I came up with these topics. I know for y'all that don't know behind the hood, man, Jose always bringing us topics. You know, he always making sure the format is right. I just threw him off guard today and threw some topics at him. So this first one, I'm going to pop it off and then I'm going to pass it to you, Jose. All right. So this first one, man, I really want to ask y'all, what are you still dreaming about? And what are you actually doing to make that dream a reality? And it could be personal, it could be business related, it could be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm working on this investment. It could be whatever, bro. What are you still dreaming about? And what are you actually doing about it? Hence the one day or day one, Monica. What are you still dreaming about? And what are you actually doing about it? And I was thinking about this earlier today, man. And right now, what I'm really dreaming about is actually purchasing my first home. Like that's really something that I've been dreaming about a lot lately, especially with me being married now, wanting to have a family. You know, I've never thought about having a crib for real. You know, our dream was you can get us a nice little apartment. Yeah. You get you a nice little plush apartment, you know what I'm saying? My shit nice. I'm overlooking the lake and everything. But lately, it's like, you know what? I've been wanting a home, a place that I can call home, bro. I have moved into a new apartment 4 times in the last 4 years, bro. And it's like, I'm just ready to get me a man cave. I'm ready to have some friends, real friends and family over, like kick back in the backyard. You know what I'm saying?
Grown man.
So that's what I'm dreaming about right now. And what I'm actually doing to fulfill that prophecy and make it happen is step 1 for me is actually just paying off all my debt, bro. Like, first, I got to pay off the debt. That way I can have a smooth sailing. And for those that don't know, bro, I'm really not one to carry debt at all. But I have invested damn near my life savings into this new app that I've been trying to develop. Y'all probably heard me say this shit time and time again, but my money is sunk into that right now. And I'm working hard to not only wait until the profits come to pay it off, but now I'm stepping in like, okay, this starting to like, you know, way heavy on me. Let me go ahead and start paying this shit out, bro. Get me back to square one. And my next step, like obviously I want to do investments and shit, but my real next step is to start to really save up for that down payment for that house. Hey, Stephen Hampton, what's good, baby? I'm coming to see you soon.
There you go.
Soon, but shit, what about you, bro? What are you still dreaming about, or what are you dreaming about right now? Just one thing, because I know we dream about a lot of shit, but what's one thing you dreaming about, bro? And what's something that you actually are putting forth as it relates to action and making that dream come to fruition? Is anything you can think about, bro?
Yeah, no, I'll be honest, like Dooney said, y'all, man, this is this fresh right here. This real fresh. And I gotta say it's the same thing. And all honesty, it is a home, right? But it's like though, I want to just put this here. I daydream a lot, right? So I can literally be sitting here during the day, and when I have my eyes open or closed, I see an estate. Not just so like my home is an estate, like a beautiful. I ain't talking about 30 rooms or nothing like that, but something where I tell my little boy, "Hey man, go to the kitchen for me." He hop on his scooter and go to the kitchen. Like somewhere is like, why not? Right? You get one life to live. Why not? Why not dream with something?
That's on your vision.
What am I doing to get there? I'm on Zillow. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at land. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually writing things down. Like yourself with debt, we always talk. I know I've talked to you about it a lot. Even on just trying to budget and save and allocate funds in certain manners. It all come back down to doing, right? So getting to zero allowed like how you were able to just put it out there. Getting to zero will allow a great foundation to get what I want. You know what I mean? So making sure I'm disciplined with the budget, making sure that because it was you who taught me that, bro. Once 100, bro, it's gone. It's gone. So I've been trying to make sure I allocate every dollar. I've been trying to allocate every dollar because if I don't, I can't get to zero. I can't get that dream to happen. Like you said, there's a lot of dreams we got. But that me being a father, me being the man that I've grown into, yeah, man, I want such a home that every time I pull up, hit the little gate code, the gate open, drive down this long, and then I'm seeing it. Yeah, I want to take my dream and I want it to be reality. And can I do more to make it happen? Yes, sir. But what I am doing is something, like I said, the small stuff of writing these things down that jump out to me while still making sure I'm figuring out how to be even more disciplined to get myself to zero.
Hey, you said something too. You said the Zillow thing really popped out at me because two things popped out at me. But the Zillow, because it's like you getting that vision right. And a lot of people, even if you're not ready to go get an estate today, that may limit people from actually visualizing it and like wanting it because it feels so far away physically. Yeah. But in that spiritual realm, bro, it's literally all right here ready for you. And that just brought me back to a discipline that I learned way back in the G, which was just that how powerful visualization is. But as we go through life, that visualization technique can get removed from your day-to-day habit. And when you said that, it just made me think about how I felt when I do look, or how I feel when I look at houses from time to time, just on some, like, specifically when I was looking for my apartments, these last few times, I'll be looking for the apartments and I'll look at the houses, just like, let me just see the house. And it just takes me to a different place, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. I like, to your point about seeing the mistakes, like, okay, maybe my budget is for a $300,000 home, but when I go look at them $1 million homes or them $850,000 homes, it just hits you like, oh man, and it makes me feel closer. Yeah, it actually makes me feel like it's obtainable when I actually visualize it and put myself in a place. It takes me from physical to actually like I don't want to say spiritual realm, but like to just a futuristic, I can actually achieve this type of thought process. And that shit is powerful. That shit is really powerful. So for you to say that's one action that you're doing to plant these seeds, bro, that's real. The second thing I was going to say real quick too, I hate that this is our story, which is unique that we do this podcast together. But I talk about the car a lot and us standing in the car because that is unique to be standing in the car with your bro, with your homeboy, with your friend, with your best friend, with somebody you call your brother. Goddamn it, that is odd to stay in the two-door Monte Carlo. So that's a story in itself. But I just remember this one thing. Let me know if you remember this. I remember when we used to always say, the moment we can purchase a PlayStation, lets us know that we are comfortable in life. because when we was in that car, you couldn't fucking hook up no PlayStation and play no game.
What
And we like playing the game.
What I told that boy when he tried to hop in, hey man, make sure you dust your shoes off before you
Dust your shoes off before you get up in this whip. When we had people hopping in the back seat, because this is also home. But to that point though, like I can understand how you saying the home is also your answer too, just not on no cliche. I can't think of nothing. No, that's really an answer because we both remember how I felt like, damn, bro. If we were able to buy a PlayStation, that means we had somewhere to stay. And if we had somewhere to stay and we bought a PlayStation, that also meant, hey, that means we got money coming in. That means we relaxed. I mean, shit, hold on now. Back not really touching the wall no more. You know, it's off the wall. So nah, that home is a crucial piece.
And it's amazing too, because Stephen Hampton hopped in. You know, he's a realtor, you know, a great friend of ours, you know what I'm saying? So that even allows the energy to be genuine the same, you know, because he can give a lot of details on what you need, and we may think that, oh, we gotta have such and such when you have people who are set up around you in your circle who can help maneuver you through certain things, you know, because they have the knowledge. So that's something else to kind of, you know, for both of us, because that's a dream that we spoke about to have in our back pocket to say, well, man, maybe the knowledge that we don't have when it comes to being able to receive stuff, and we think that we have to be at a certain level. You know, we have people in our circle who can help us in those regards, you know. But yeah, man, sometimes I feel like I'm literally seeing that house, right? Like I know it's times when you showed me your dream board, and that's been on there. You know what I'm saying? A big, beautiful house. Like that's been on there. And this ain't talking about last month, like this years ago. Like, you know, so yeah, man, we just keep stepping, man. We just keep stepping and really making that happen, because that's something that's really strong. That's something that's really strong that we want to allow to grow. We want these dreams to grow. Like we tell everybody we have conversations with. We want dreams to grow. How do dreams grow? They have to have legs. How do they have legs? Well, you start with a foundation. What is that foundation? Only you can answer that. Only you can answer that. You know what your foundation is, because if it's not as strong, probably gonna fall when you get to that second, third level, you know. So
that's a fact. I went to go try to find my vision board real quick, but I couldn't. But that'll be another topic for another day, another episode for another day. Just the power of vision boards and dream boards, and being transparent enough to share what's on them dream boards, and also being transparent enough to share maybe a previous dream board that I can actually tell you some of the things that actually came to fruition.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Walking test about it. He about to tell you right now.
Yeah, because you was in LA, you know. Yeah, I went to LA, you know, in the 5 years stance, man. But I just know you was in there, like you endured. I was able to come back to the house, go through my little crazy ass shit I did out here, and then go back, you know. But you endured. And then I remember, y'all, it was a situation where we sitting in the spot, man. Shout out to LJ, man. We sitting in the spot. It's just me and him now. We done watch dreamers come and go through this house. Like we done watch some real dreamers come and go through this house, man. Shout out to y'all. But it was one day, man, we just sitting there, and it was a big vision board on the wall, and a lot of goals was accomplished. You know, not the major ones that we thought for that time that our talent should have, you know, gained us. But yeah, I remember just that conversation. It was just like, man, not necessarily like, what am I still doing here? Because that dream at that time was still a dream, and LA was going to bring it. You know what I mean? But let me get into it real quick, y'all. I got to say, it was a long time ago that you probably don't even realize, bro, where you really started elevating from just a rapper, right? Like when it went from marijuana to like cannabis. Like, and when I say marijuana to cannabis, I'm not talking about him being an indulgent. I'm meaning like the financial side of it, the business side of it, the possibility that it holds. And I think
going from just a consumer to actually being in a business of
yes, sir. And I think that's when it really started allowing you to see the many possibilities that your talent that you hold can really allow you to gain these things, right? So for me and myself personally, but I always take looks at things like that, right? Like, how is this man going through a lot of the same stress and struggles that I was out there? Like, how was he able to really stick to that budget? And back then, it was, you know, it wasn't no app. You ain't have no book yet. It was a journal that nigga used to write raps in. They start writing budgets in and sticking to in, and discipline started growing, and with that came more consistency, and that's why we look at who we look at now. You know what I'm saying? Like the journey has literally been much more than we probably able to realize, because it has been so many steps, and we still stepping, right? We still going through, still trying to figure it out. But I believe you were able to get there.
And you said something too about earlier when you were talking about the vision board. I want to say two things. Earlier when you were talking about the vision board, you talked about how some of the major things hadn't like maybe gotten accomplished, but in actuality, when we go back and look, the things did actually get accomplished, but it wasn't to what we thought it would have been. Mm-hmm. Remember like I used to have Rostrum Records on my vision board because I thought I would get signed to Rostrum Records since they had Wiz Khalifa. Yeah. I was going by Dooney Kush. I had the movement called Team Kush, and it was all about cannabis, right? To Jose's point. And although I didn't get signed with Rostrum, how many times did I end up linking up with Wiz? 3 times, dog. Ended up linking up with Wiz on 3 separate occasions. And that's another story.
What was the white guy name?
Yeah, Benji, man.
Yeah,
Benji. Come on, man. And Wiz manager, I forget bro name. Cool as Will. I think it's Will. Ended up giving me his email. I used to send him so all that. So it came to fruition. Like, just want to let y'all know the power of the vision board. It actually came to fruition. But sometimes when you put things out there, it may not come into fruition in terms of what you think it may may blossom into. But sometimes that really save you. Sometimes that really you see it because like, oh, I thought I wanted that, and I put it out there, but maybe it really was just a pivot or help you pivot to the next point. So just wanted to mention that for y'all dreamers out there. But also one thing about Jose, I don't know if for those who have been watching episode after episode, and I say that like we on episode 100, we on episode 4. But for those who have watched all 4 episodes, all 3 episodes, you probably noticed one thing that Jose do, man. This man always give me my flowers. It don't matter what we talking about. The story always come back to me, showing them some. Or hey, man, you might not think about it, but you did this and you did that, and it's super. I don't even want to say flattering, but it's appreciated, and there's gratitude there. But I want to let y'all know, bro, that's the type of quality that y'all should actually think about, be more conscious about, even when you working along somebody or when you are trying to get into a position. Obviously, Jose not doing this, is just his character, but you can even use that type of trait when you're like being of service to others, right? You're being of service to others. You're not talking about yourself directly. You should also big up other people that's in your circle. Be honest when somebody teach you something. Be honest when, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was watching you do this, and man, that had me changing directions. As men, we don't like to admit that I'm inspired by you, or you know what, bro, you showed me some, or I thank you. You feel me? So, man, I really think people out there should look at that quality and take from that, because that's a real strong quality, bro, for real. And I salute you on that as well, bro.
Oh, that's appreciation. That's
you don't even think about it. You don't even think about it. You just say the shit because that's who you are.
Yeah, you square big to be coming out. I'm like, bro, real talk. Like it's moment. I ain't perfect. Never will be. But it's a lot of things that I didn't like about myself. And would have not tried to fix it if I didn't see things that I liked that you were doing. That I was like, man, I think that make me better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, if this is your circle and everyone's supposed to be at least have the same aspirations and put action inside your circle. If you want to have a successful circle, well, you can't be the one who, the only one in the circle who unsuccessful. And you like, why? You gotta look around. What are you doing? What are they doing that you not? And that's what I did, bro.
Hey, and I know we don't have much time on this one, so bear with us, y'all. This is probably gonna be like a 30-minute, stream. And we had a few topics, but this is a genuine conversation. This makes the best content for real, for real. Not even content, conversation for real, because this all stem with one. We have these conversations all the time, and we just thought how cool it'll be for others to like actually bear witness to this conversation. And the dope thing about that, I'm sure people who are listening like yourself, everybody have real conversations with their people. It's just not always recorded. And so we not unique in that sense, but we just wanted to bring that, to y'all and let y'all hear these conversations. As it helps us, it'll probably help y'all. But you said something we was talking about giving flowers. Man, just like last time, that shit I forgot. That shit have come back to me. That shit have come back.
Let me dive in real quick.
Let me know.
You being genuine right now.
Yeah.
So
I'll come back.
Say we gonna give y'all interforming, right?
Nah, infotainment.
Infotainment. I'm changing it. Infotainment. Listen to me. So we know one of the hottest things going on right now is the Diddy trial, right?
Damn.
I'm not gonna get too deep into that. Some conversations that we have, we gonna leave them like that for right now. But I will tell y'all what it had me thinking about. Right, there was a time in our life when we both were rappers, and that was the only dream. Like we really had to make that happen. Do you know how bad at a situation of when Diddy was a judge on the 4? Do y'all know how hard I was rapping, trying to get bro to notice me that day? Do y'all know I even got on stage? I even got on the stage and Fergie was right there behind me. Like, I'm trying to go see me. Look at me. You know, and I just think about like, and it just had me thinking like, dang, like all this that came out about this. And I was trying to get this man to like sign.
To notice me.
Difference. I wasn't going. I ain't one of those ones who going like that. You feel me? I wasn't going. But it was just one of those reasons why I look back and like, dang, maybe that dream that I had since a kid, and then it came all up to those situations. Kind of how when it happened with Dooney, where it was just a realization of like, boy, you have a lot to offer. Don't put yourself in a situation, or the universe is not going to allow me to be in a situation where I will get close to my dream, and then that be the reason why I really couldn't have it. You know what I mean? So it just had me thinking, man. It just had me thinking about, because that's all I knew. Like I had a realization, like look in the mirror, like man, all I wanted to be was a rapper since the age of 9. That's all I knew. I may have a bunch of talents, but that's all I wanted. So I wasn't trying to do nothing. And then with the penitentiary stunt and, you know, coming home, still trying to figure yourself out. See, I'm in the 30s looking in the mirror like, who am I? What do I provide to this world? What am I really here to do? Like, purpose? How do I live that purpose that I've just grown into? You know, like, so it's a daily journey. I talk about the voice of the journey. Hey, it's something new every day.
Man, I was trying to, while you was talking, this is funny. When you talked about the Diddy situation, people don't know we was actually on the 4 and like the audience, and Diddy was a judge. And so we actually was on TV because they captured us on TV scene. And we actually got in a car accident that same day.
Hey, boy, don't hit up Chrome will tell y'all it was my fault. But it wasn't.
I was in the passenger side. Car hit my side. I could have been gone out of here. Flapjack.
What was that? Fox Studios?
Thankfully, I ain't. Yeah, it was at Fox Studios. I was gonna pull it up on my phone real quick, but guess what? Because all this bullshit going on, I think I deleted it like 48 hours ago. I couldn't even have the energy on my phone.
The energy on my phone. I want to look. Yeah.
Hey, but check this out though. Let me show y'all real quick, just so you can have some context. Watch this, y'all. Here we go. Oh shit! Oh, hold on, bro.
Oh man!
Shit! God damn!
What a time!
What the hell?
Keep up, stop hating. What the hell?
What the hell? Damn. So I had to delete that shit off my phone, man. I didn't even like the energy that was tied to that shit no more.
Yeah, because we was like, look at me, pick me, and he was smiling. He was, who? You see, he seen 3.
That nigga pointed at you, dog. That nigga
in his age. Hey, go get him.
We can go get those 2 in the crowd right there. Yeah. Nah, hell nah, boy.
Hey,
I want to show you something and get your natural reaction to this shit, bro.
Yeah.
All right. And I got a question that goes along with this. So this is Greg Brooks. Let me actually give you some context. Okay. All right. So Greg Brooks, bro, this is a former LSU team captain. He was faced with a life-altering health crisis in 2023, bro. He started experiencing some symptoms of dizziness and vomiting during practices. Now, mind you, with him being the captain of LSU football team, that means he was a dog, bro. I mean, straight dog, bro. I mean, He played with Jaden McDaniels, I believe, and yeah, bro, he led that football team. You feel me on the defensive end. Now, I know you a football head, so you can just see how much of a dog bro was. Hold on, let me play this. Bro was a real deal dog out there, bro. Real deal, real deal dog, bro.
Shout out to the quarterback with that time.
Okay, so let me. All right, so boom, bam, right? So you got that. This is Greg Brooks today, bro. And this really, I saw this earlier, bro, and it actually brought a tear to my eye, bro.
In September of 2023, Greg Brooks had surgery on a brain tumor. Do you miss playing football?
Sometimes I miss it. I look at the screen and be like, that's supposed to be me, but I'm just happy to be here. It's just a blessing to just be sitting here.
Let me show you one more, bro.
I don't see myself
dreams can
doing
go, man.
anything. But now, I just like my goals are just to get better every single day. Do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. Have sight on the future. Do not lose hope.
Don't lose hope,
man. Keep on fighting. Just keep on fighting, no matter how hard it gets.
Man, bro. So obviously I was reading, giving you some context. Let me take this off. Yeah, I was giving you some context from ChatGPT just to quickly give you some overview. But what I've been able to watch today and learn about, bro, is so basically Ryan Clark, you know, he's an LSU guy. And Ryan Clark and his father, the guy's father, kind of grew up together since 10 years old, right? So he been in that young man's life for a long time. And Ryan Clark's son, who played for Notre Dame this year, Ryan Clark's son and him is kind of on around the same age, played on the same youth team. So Ryan has been around this guy for a very long time and has always known he was a dog. He was league bound. His father played in the NFL. I think it's Greg Brooks, Greg Brooks and Greg Brooks Jr. And LSU misdiagnosed him. They thought he had something, right? And it was just kind of like, oh, you'll be good, because he kept saying he was dizzy. But he ended up having a brain tumor, bro. And they had during his surgery, they had some complications that ended up leaving him with like 3 different strokes, bro, and like disabled for what they believe is permanent. But he's been able to fight through it, and they didn't even believe he would be speaking like this. And like, you know, he's still getting wheelchaired around, but he believes he'll be normal again one day. And so I'll show that to you, bro. And I ask you this as we about to wrap this up here pretty shortly. But my question to you is, how just watching that, bro, how does that impact you, bro? Like, what's your initial thoughts? And then also, when times get hard, like, how do you continue fighting, bro?
Well, I'll say this. I wasn't able to hear I wasn't able to hear anything that he was saying. I didn't want to stop it though, right? Because sometimes you can receive. That's what God gave us senses for, right? So I wasn't able to hear him, but I felt him, right? Just watching the video, I felt it, and then hearing a previous of what you had stated. And my sons play football. Been playing they play football almost half of the life they've been on this earth already. You know, so it's real. I'm real strong when it comes to this football. But so to know that, like, I know the time and the energy and the sacrifices of body and everything else you have to put in to get to a high level. And we know LSU is a very high level on a collegiate level. And then to have something like that, to go through all that, and then to be talking to Ryan, explaining. But I think what I kind of really got from that is that he showed that he's still stepping. even though he's unable to move those feet. He's still trying to make progress. He's still going. He's still fighting, right? Still fighting. And then I think that kind of what, first of all, let me manifest for him, man, because I really couldn't hear it. I didn't even hear his words, but to just see how he was talking and seeing his body, and when he put his hands up as he left off, and then to see Ryan feel the way he felt right there. I know he's connected, like you said, he's been knowing him, so that's a real connection right there. But I'm a person with empathy, so a tear fall on my eye quick. You know, I be watching a movie, a Disney movie, it might get me. So to just know that the question that you asked, how do you continue to fight throughout that, and then having what you just showed, I realized again, because I've realized this a lot, even when we talk, everybody going through something. Everybody got a story. Everybody's seeing hard times. So when I have my hard moments and this it, and I ain't this what it's gonna be. Damn, this what I gotta deal with. I'm trying to be positive, Lord. I'm trying to make the steps, Lord. But he goes something else again. He goes something else again. He goes something else again. Do you know that when all those here comes something else again stacks up, you really will be blind to the present, which is blessings, which is moments to be grateful, because I literally just had this epiphany. I won't even say yesterday, today, right now with this moment, this time last year, I don't know how I made it through all that. I had lost everything. You wouldn't have known though. My son still was at football on 2 elite teams. We still traveled. Stuff was still paid for. I don't know how I did, God. But today, I am much better today than I was this time last year. And it came from stepping. That came from learning. That came from applying what I learned. That came from simple moments of the start of our conversation, you asked about the dream and what it is. It came from being able to still see that estate and feel like I can smell the grass that the gardeners had just cut. I can see the cars as outside. I can walk in and see this big, beautiful 8-foot door that you have to enter into. And it's kind of cliche, well, that's what keep me going. But it kind of is what keep me going, because what's stopping me from being able to accomplish that but me? And the me is, me, man, doing it, but I'm going through it, fool. I'm just tired of this same old shit, fool. I'm going through it, fool. Hey, man, bro, I'm going through it, bro. But shit, ever since you said it, take discipline, consistency with that discipline. You have to be structured. Make sure you have 3 accounts, because that budget gonna be hard if you don't. Like all the little small gems is what keep me going, right? It's me, because I'm in control of me and what I can allow. But it is you. It's my circle of love to what allows me to tap back in and say, you said a lot about the guy who kept asking to be saved when he was on the boat in New Orleans, right? I don't want to say the whole thing again, but it's the same thing. How can I keep saying I want better and I want this and I want that when I'm receiving that from God, but I'm not receiving it in the way I feel like I should? Don't no money knock on no front door. I've heard that in raps back in when I was a baby. When my dad and them used to rap in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no money hitting the front door. Drinks don't come to the front door. Like, hey, that's not happening. So that's not realistic. And realistically, I've been given the opportunity to make what I want to come true. I just have to take it and I have to apply it, right? I guess keep saying I. And that goes to anybody who's listening. Take what you get from people, because you're not coming to them for nothing. You're not wasting their time. At that particular moment where you feel like you cannot go any further, you feel like you can't do anything else, guess what? You can, and you have before, and you will again. So in this particular moment, bro, and I know you can give a detail of what you're going through, because it comes from a different side. It comes from an entrepreneur. It comes from a person who's really had to switch up a lot of different ways. 4 apartments in 4 years? Come on, like that's in different states. Like, come on, it's a true journey. So me, myself, personally, bro, I've taken gems. I've taken gems and I'm keeping those gems for self because I know I've already been given the answers. Now I just have to apply them to the test, bro. So yeah, I definitely want to ask you the same thing, man. I want you to be able to give us that same thing from a different viewpoint of, because when people see you, oh, he's hit success. But that's not your level of success that you want, that you see for self. You know what I mean?
Yo, now I posted some on my story today that went along the lines of like, for every person that you look up to, you don't know what they actually been through. You feel me? And I think that's the story of all of us. And I want to respect the time too, because I know we both got a dip. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man, as on that topic. I wish you really would have got a chance to hear the actual audio, but I've sent it to you. So once we get off here, you'll be able to check it out, and I know it'll impact you even more. But what you said was so important and true, though. It's like even being able to resonate with it without hearing nothing. And I hope the audience was able to hear it. Maybe it's just our infrastructure. I really hope the audience was able to hear it. But if you don't know about Greg Brooks Jr.'s story, I do encourage you to go look at it, because this is my answer. It's when I see other people that's doing worse than me, bro. It's like that really, like, that touched my soul and my spirit today, because whatever I was going through on my drive, I had to drive like 2 hours today. Whatever I was going through, bro, and as I listened to that, it like made everything else like nonchalant and like obsolete, like the smallest thing in the world, because these are the things we take for granted. Something like our speech, or something like just imagine if I'm driving every day and I'm like, man, shit, I'm out here getting money, but it is what it is, and then you lose your hands. You're gonna be wishing like, damn, bro, I wish I could just grab that steering wheel one more time. Like you take for granted the things that seem so simple in life. So even that young man, like, you know, you going to the NFL, that means your athleticism has granted you the ability to make things like that feel like natural. Like I don't have to think about going lay somebody out or catching a pick. It's just supernatural if you have an NFL elite talent. And for that to be stripped away to now you're being pushed by your girlfriend in a wheelchair to where you can't speak properly, to where you're trying to retrain your voice to even talk, to where you still shaking a little bit. Like, shit like that touched me, bro. And it makes me feel like some would say that it would bring them away from God. Like, God, why would you do this to somebody? But it actually brings me closer, because it lets me know, like obviously I want to pray for him and send him like positive energy and healing energy. And that's what I do. But it just makes me realize how graceful God has really been to me in my life to allow me not to have experienced something up to this point, something so traumatic. You feel me? Because we all have trauma in our life. But when you look at 10 different people's level of trauma will look totally different. So and out of those 10 people, like, when you look at that person that had what we would deem the most trauma, you like, oh my God, like, how did you make it through? Right. So for somebody to look at me and ask me how I'm making it through, I can tell you what I'm going through. I can tell you how I'm going to get through it. And like, I'm strong. But again, just to reiterate my answer, when I see stories like that, bro, or when I hear about other stories, other inspiring stories, bro, that's that type of shit that get me going. And that's not motivation. That's like real deal. Like, damn, bro, it could really be worse out here. It could really be worse out here. So I'm super thankful. I'm super grateful for all that I have. I truly believe, like you said, we all have the answers, no matter where you at in life, no matter how far along your journey you are and you feel like you should be ahead. We all have the answers. All you got to do, like you said, just keep stepping. And with that being said, we're going to step the fuck up out of here.
Audio.
Doing it.
Gotta go.
Hey, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, everywhere, dog. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, mainly those two, for real. Subscribe to the YouTube if you're not already subscribed, please. Make sure y'all check out the previous episodes. This is what we gonna give you, bro. We just gonna give you some raw, authentic conversation. Like we always say, you may take this, you may take that, you may not take everything, but you gonna take something. So ODO, one day or day one, you decide. Either it's gonna always be one day I'm gonna do something, or today is the day you get off your ass and make it happen. Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it, man. Stack them day ones. Stack them day ones, man. Till the next time, we'll be back.
The next time. All right, that's a bit.
All right.